I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes the knee off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel. It's time for our Pick Six, Mike. 6 classics that we're most looking forward to in the 2025 football season.
Las Vegas, obviously, that's the Grambling State University, Jackson State University clash. They're taking 2 iconic HBCU brands going to an NFL stadium in Las Vegas.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Live from FedEx Forum, this is The Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Single on Roser. Welcome in, everybody. It is the Monday. Single on Roser. It is the Monday, July 21st, 2025 edition of the Odds Couple program. Usually the Monday edition comes from the smaller studio where it is more intimate, more sensual.
Sensuality.
More vibes, more sexual.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, it is.
Whoa.
But today we're in the big studio. It's myself, John Roser. It is CJ Hurt in the producer's booth. No Lang Whitaker, no Rob Fisher. So we're driving this bus today. And I don't know if we're going to go off the roads here. We are. We're absolutely going to go off the roads. We got some stuff to get to today. We've got some stuff on the SEC. Memphis is trying to buy its way into the Big 12. NFL training camp start this week. And, of course, everybody's favorite game show at Sweeping the Nation. Who said it? 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 CJ, how are we, man?
I'm all right. I got to remember to put the buttons over here. I keep forgetting to bring the buttons from over there to over here.
Oh, yeah.
I got to make that happen.
No. I know. It's easy to forget that.
Yeah, so we'll be improvising the who said it once again.
We'll improvise. If you got to improvise and you got to say who said it, then you got to say who said it. That's fine. I can help you out with that too. Anything this weekend for you?
Man, we ended up going to see Superman. We ended up hanging out in the
Do I need
pool.
to see it?
Do you need to see it? No.
Well, I mean,
but
know it. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I don't like Superman a whole lot, but this movie feels comic bookish. Yeah,
okay.
It was a good movie. It was one of the better movies that DC has done.
All right.
So we did that. And
this is like the new DC verse. Oh, you hung out with Cerrito?
We hung out with Cerrito.
How are Cerrito and Tam doing?
Tam Cam and Cerrito and the baby. Yeah, everybody was good.
All right.
Everybody was good.
But Superman's good. I feel I'm so behind. I never saw Sinners either. I still haven't seen Sinners, and it's sitting there on HBO Max. I may watch that tonight.
Yeah, watch it.
But I missed out on Sinners, and I've missed out on Superman so far. But yeah. All right. So I was in Nashville. I spent the whole weekend in Nashville.
How was that?
Nashville, Tony Allen, the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame. I'd say the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame is a way bigger deal than I thought it was going to be. It's all right, though. Good time, good people. You get a dinner. You got to wear a shirt and tie, that kind of thing. But, Mike Keith, I'm jealous of Mike Keith's voice. But Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame, all in all, it's a good time. Watched a guy try to propose. Well, he didn't, but he introduced his wife from Thailand to the entire crowd who just flew in that day. That was interesting. Yeah.
Mail order? Okay.
I'm going to say, I don't want to, because I don't know for sure, but I'm going to put that at about a 99.9% chance that yes, it's mail order. All right, here's some rundown stuff we'll get to real quick here in this here A block. The city of Memphis they busted some illegal slot machines. Like this is Operation Code Zero. We plan, we pray, then we move. Operation Code Zero hit the streets. Strategic policing focused on removing illegal guns and drugs from neighborhoods, recovering stolen vehicles, apprehending violent criminals, and shutting down illegal gambling operations. It's one of the ways we take action to build a stronger, safer Memphis. And if you see there, that third picture, that is a damn Buffalo slot machine. And I don't know where it is. I don't know where they are.
It looks like a gas station. Jacob, if you can enhance that
Right,
picture.
but the gas gas stations don't have the Buffalo. Like I've seen the slot machines, and I've seen the gas stations with the slot machines. They've got them down here at the I believe it's is it Pauline, South Pauline, and Union, the Exxon right there.
Oh, I didn't know they had. The
I
slots.
think they've got a couple of them there. There's another one, I think Mendenhall or Mount Moriah and Park, like right there. There's kind of an Exxon by Eastgate. They've got some slot machines in them, but I've never seen the Buffalo. They're always like, look at that.
That is a convenience store gas
And then
station.
the Panda one you see, like those are like you see those.
Yeah.
That's what you see down at Gold Strike. CJ, I made the mistake in Vegas because we got to the airport way
Did you
too
run with the Buffalo?
Well, I always run with the Buffalo a little
all
bit.
right,
I did
just
pretty
making
well
sure.
on one of the. I played Buffalo Chief.
Okay.
I played Buffalo Chief. And I ended up winning like $40 on it. But I made the mistake on the way home because we got to the airport so early. I played Airport Buffalo.
What's that?
Well, that's playing Buffalo in the airport.
Oh.
And I will tell you, do not play airport slot machines, man. I got absolutely murdered. I finally hit a bonus game, and that bonus thing paid out $6.25. And I was like, all right, we're out of here. Like, we can't. When does my flight get back to Memphis? Because I need to get out of here. So they busted up some illegal Buffalo slot machines. Where else? Scotty Scheffler did win the Open Championship. Do you care about Scotty? Because you don't care about golf, do you?
No.
You don't care about Scotty Scheffler.
No. I'm just now learning about his whole deal and the whole story.
Okay,
behind
no.
Scottie Scheffler.
So that's a thing, though. So Chris had this today. He went to wherever he went to get like lunch or whatever before the show or breakfast or whatever. He walked in, and one guy who was a young black guy knew who Scotty Scheffler was on his shirt and said, yo, I like that shirt. And his friend didn't know who he was. Said, who's Scotty? He goes, that's the best golfer in the world. So it appears, I think,
He's crossing over.
he's starting to cross over. He's starting to be so dominant that it is starting to cross over,
Okay.
and people know who Scotty Scheffler is.
Okay.
He ran away with the British Open, the Open Championship now. Can he win the Grand Slam? I mean, he doesn't. He'd have to win it all next year. I suppose he can. The U.S. Open's the only one that he has not won of the four majors, but is he trying to win the Grand Slam in the entire calendar year, win all four of them? I mean, that's Tiger did the Tiger Slam where he won 3 and then the Masters the following year. I don't think he'll win the Grand Slam. I don't think that'll happen. But I think he'll win the U.S. Open eventually, and he will accomplish the Grand Slam. WNBA All-Star Game. I was gone all weekend. I don't know what happened. CJ, fill me in on the WNBA All-Star Game. What happened?
No defense was played. That's an all-star game for you. The players wore the pay us what you owe us shirts, which is a pretty bold statement. And, it's a statement that has my backing when you think about that, the fact that they only get 9% of the revenue distribution as the WNBA is growing and as the WNBA is looking at a new TV deal that's going to pay around $2.2 billion to the league. I think it's fair for the players to look at that and look at some other trends as well. The general interest in the game is up. When you think about eyeballs on the W, it's up, and it's more than just Caitlin Clark. Jessica brought this up. She brought up the fact that the Valkyrie have sold out, if not every home game, damn near every home game that they've played, and they're not playing Caitlin Clark every single time out there. You think about the interest in the New York Liberty. You think about the interest in, obviously, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and some of these other stars. The league is in a really good place. The league is in a money-making place right now. And why wouldn't the players be entitled to more than 9%? Nobody's saying give them 100%. But you look at the NFL, you look at the NBA, both of those are like 51-49 type splits. All right, so if you can
The
do that,
NBA is 50-50 of basketball revenue. It's a 50-50
you got to split it with the players, man, and it's time now, and it's been time for a long time to start splitting the money with the players. Off the court stud buds was the thing.
Okay, what is Stud Buds?
It's a podcast. It's a podcast. Courtney Williams, and I'm blanking on the other chick who hops on there.
Let me Google
but
this.
They did a 72-hour Twitch stream, and they were just like, yo, here's what it's like for us behind the scenes at the WNBA All-Star Weekend. There were some fun moments from that, some silly moments from that, some real personable, charismatic moments from that. So that happened, and then you have Ionescu.
Courtney Williams and Natisha Heidemann.
Sure.
That's the Stud Buds. Yeah.
Well, that's Sabrina Ionescu wins 3-point contest. Natasha Cloud wins skills competition. And so it was just all in all, it was a good time.
Yeah, I'm with you on the. I don't understand the people who sit there and argue or try to like. Why does anybody care if they get paid more? The only people that should care if they get paid more are the people who actually have to pay them, the owners. Like anybody else who cares, like why do you care? It's not your money. I don't give a damn what they pay them. Pay them more, yeah, cool, go for it. Like I don't understand why people care. How much money they make or how much money they don't make. Also, we do have SEC title picks were released. The picks for the SEC title were released. I believe we have this graphic for the SEC title. 96 people picked Texas to win. Georgia, 44 people. Media members picked Georgia to win. 29 Alabama, 20 LSU, 5 South Carolina, 3 Oklahoma. There's always a couple that pick Vanderbilt, so 2. Vanderbilt had 2. Florida, and then Tennessee, Ole Miss, and Auburn had 1. The thing I did a little bit, like I know because people pay attention to the football game, the NCAA, the EA Sports game. And Alabama is actually Alabama is the highest rated team in the SEC on that game, but only 29 people picking Alabama. I do wonder if that is because nobody really knows what to think of their quarterback situation in Alabama. Ty Simpson, but they've got 2 other kids in the fold too. So, and nobody knows, even if it is Ty Simpson, if he's going to be any good at all. Do you think Arch Manning's going to be awesome?
Listen, we can see it. Let's see it. I don't want to jump out too far ahead of myself, but that's a football team under Coach Stark that's been really good. I know the trendy thing is, well, he couldn't beat out Quinn Ewers, so how good is he? Well, Tim Tebow didn't beat out Chris Leak, right? Like
he didn't.
That stuff happens when you've got somebody who is an upperclassman. And somebody else who is an underclassman, like the upperclassman gets the nod because the upperclassman has that experience, and that's the one who you end up rolling with. So let's see what he has to offer. He is more athletic than Quinn Ewers was, so his ability to not just get outside the pocket and extend the play, but to get upfield with his legs is something that I think is going to bode well for that Texas offense. We see it all the time in football, but particularly in college football. If you have one of those type quarterbacks, the quarterback who can beat you with his legs, Troy Smith, Terrell Pryor, let me stop thinking about Ohio State because it's going to make me mad. Those types of players, RG3, Lamar Jackson, Tim Tebow, Cam Newton, those types of players can win you games just because they're covered. You're man-to-man down the field. You send all the receivers down and say, all right, you, quarterback, go be an athlete, go be a stud, go be a star, go do that for us, Johnny Manziel. And you look up, and Johnny Manziel and other quarterbacks like that have carried their team, not just through a game or a possession in a game, but through the season. So maybe Arch can do that. Texas is going to have a whole lot of talent at the skill position spots anyways. It's Texas. They typically always do. So I don't know if he's going to be awesome, but I do think he'll be good enough for them to be SEC title contenders. And when you look at the FanDuel odds, the futures on college football champions, Texas leads the way at plus 550, followed by Ohio State plus 600, Georgia plus 600 as well, Penn State plus 750, Alabama plus 1100, Oregon plus 1100, Clemson plus 1300, LSU is right there at plus 1800. So, like, there's there's some thoughts about, okay, Texas should be pretty good, and it's going to be more than just Arch. Texas, 3 straight trips to the playoffs? 3 straight?
Have they?
I think they went last year. They went the year before that. Did they go the year before that?
They did go the year before that because they lost to Washington, to Big Penix.
Yep. Yeah, so this is Sark's got that thing rolling right now in Texas.
23 and 24.
Okay,
so the last two. The last two.
Okay.
Yeah. The last two. They've been to the last two. The wired take would be they will not be better without Quinn Ewers. But I can't even say that honestly because Quinn Ewers just, I don't know. I feel like Quinn Ewers got worse. Maybe he got hurt. He was hurt last year. Maybe it was some of the injury stuff, but I don't know. I thought Quinn Ewers was going to go somewhere else for college. I thought, because it was known like Arch Manning's going to take over there this year. I didn't think Quinn was going to stay in the NFL draft. I thought he'd enter the NFL draft because it's what you do. You go through the paperwork, and then you would just go back to college because I know there were like Notre Dame rumors with him. I thought Quinn Ewers was going to go play college somewhere else this year. But the fact he stayed in the NFL draft, and I mean, he got picked, like, I don't know. I thought Quinn could have gone to college, gone to another college this year and gotten a massive, massive NIL deal because he is a really good college quarterback. The other team to look at, I think, there's a bunch of SEC teams, and there's a tons of question with these teams at quarterback. You don't know what the Nico replacement's going to be at Tennessee. They got a kid from UCLA who that's where Nico went, but that kid's now at Tennessee. Austin Simmons taking over for Jackson Dart. How does he look?
That Lane on that one real quick. I don't think that is the Dart. I think Lane. Either you or Lane said this last week. You kind of trust Lane Kiffin.
It's Fish and I were talking about that. Yeah, you just kind of trust him. Did you know Jackson Dart has the 6th highest single season passing year in SEC history? He is also 9th all time in passing yards in SEC history. Can you name, let me see, the 5 passers who have had a better single season passing?
Than Dart single season?
Dart.
Manziel?
No.
Okay.
Manziel's 9th.
All right. And are we including Oklahoma and Texas in this?
Yeah, but neither of them have that.
All right. Warfel?
Danny Warfel. He is not on here,
Okay.
no.
All right. T. Martin?
No. Single season passing yards.
Okay.
Come on, man.
I'm trying to think of good.
I will tell you, they
quarterbacks in
have
the
all
SEC.
been since 2019.
Oh,
All of them have been since 2019.
Joey B.
Joey Burrow, number 1. Joe Burrow threw for 5,671 yards.
Who else?
Second place is 4,872.
Who else is just throwing the ball down the field? Swag Kelly? No, Swag wouldn't.
This is not single season, dude. This is all time SEC
All
passing
time?
yards.
Okay,
I
there we go.
believe. Yeah. No. This is single season. This is single season.
Single season.
Yeah, this is single season.
All right, just tell me the rest of them.
All right, Bryce Young is number 2.
Oh, I should have got Bryce. Tua?
Will Rogers is number 3.
Get out of here.
Mississippi State 2021, 4,739 passing yards. Number 4. This is crazy because this was COVID. I wonder if he could have thrown for over 5,000 if they played like 13 or 14 games. Mac Jones, 4,500 yards. And then number 5, same year, 2020, Florida, Kyle Trask.
Kyle Trask?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
The thing with Ole Miss, though, is what are they going to be defensively? They're pretty. I'm certain.
Right.
I know what they are going to be offensively.
Yeah,
They've been that since Lane has been there. But the steps that they've made defensively, they're losing. Checks the notebook out here, Rosa. Workplace Slay. They lost 55% of their defensive production. That D allowed the fewest points per game in the SEC and the second fewest points per game in the nation. 14.4 points per game allowed, just 18 points per game versus SEC foes, second fewest amongst conference mates, behind just Texas, best rushing D in the SEC, second best rushing D in the nation. They lose 5 of their top 6 sack leaders from a year ago. That's where it's going to be. That's where I have the question.
Yes.
Was that defensively sustainable, or was that just a flash in the frying pan type question?
So they made a concerted effort, and that's where Nick Saban applauded them last year when he was on game days. That they they know, and Kiffin knew this, where they were getting killed was in the trenches. Like on the defensive line and the offensive line, they were getting absolutely beaten up. And that's where they didn't have the depth. And that's what Kiffin addressed last year, and that's why their defense was better. They went out and dressed and said, we are just going to get awesome defensive linemen, and we're going to have these guys. Do they replace all of that on defense? That will be the question for them and their defense going forward. There's a little SEC talk. We're going to hit this break real quick. When we get back, it's the game show that's sweeping the nation. It is Who Said It? John Roser, CJ Hurt, the odds couple. We're in here for Fish and Lang. We'll be back after this. Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, we want truth.
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, we want truth. You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes the knee off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
These are the Jordan 1, the crystals. These are the shoe that retails for $1,000. Oh, extra crystals. So if your crystals fall off, if your crystals fall off, actually these are the black crystals because they have. So the shoe has black crystals on there as well too. So you get an extra package of black crystals.
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Who said it? Who said it? Who said it?
Oh, I had another microphone on my way. Welcome back, everybody. It is the Odds Couple, Monday, July 21st, 2025. John Roser, CJ Hurt here with you. And we just talked a little SEC football. We'll get to Memphis and the Big 12. Also, NFL training camps are opening this week. You've already seen some highlights. I saw some Cowboys stuff. Dak Prescott throwing to George Pickens. But now it is time for Who Said It? Who said it? Here's the beauty of this. Usually Lang has all of this in front of him, so he knows exactly who said it and what these quotes are. I have no idea what's happening. So our technical director, Jacob Stopcotty, one of the GOATs down there, let me know. Where's the first quote?
First one is...
Give me the first quote.
And they're off and racing. Skibbity Riz.
Oh.
Skibbity Riz.
For 7 seconds. Skibbity Riz is the alpha. Skibbity Riz is the alpha horses. It's batter up, all covered up in mud, but still chasing after. Skibbity Riz needs to lock in. Skibbity Riz needs to lock in. If there they come down to the finish line, Skibbity Riz needs the wire, and he gets it. Skibbity Riz. Yes, yes, yes. Skibbity Riz. Yes, yes, yes.
Skibbity Riz is the horse's name.
It's a wild horse name.
Do you ever say the
That's
phrase
a bonus
Skibbity
one.
Riz?
That's a bonus one.
Yeah.
No. Who says that?
The children.
The children say Skibbity Riz?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because I kick it with children.
There's a clip. That's a clip right there. That's a clip.
I hate the like.
Just say you're say you do like Big Brothers Big Sisters or something. Like,
but
come
I don't.
on.
But I have nieces and I have a nephew and they
just
say that.
Say I've got
I kick it
family.
with children.
Right, you just say they're family.
Well, what did you think I meant?
I don't know. That's why I gave you the look I gave you. Crazy. I just saw a dude introduce a mail order bride this weekend. You gotta know my mindset right now. My mind's a little thrown off right now. Skibbity Riz. No, I had no idea what is that? What does it mean?
Riz is charismatic.
I know what Riz is. Yeah.
Skibbity is a phrase coming from a TV show, Skibbity Toilet. And it's just like an introductory phrase from best I can tell it.
There's a TV show called Skibbity Toilet. All right.
Yeah.
I'm
a YouTube show.
Yeah, I'll Google
where it's just,
I'll Google
toilets.
that later. I'll Google that
it's
later.
Just toilets with mouths on them talking.
That's our only bonus one, right, Jacob?
Yes.
All right. So now let's go to our first one. All right. Question: what keeps you motivated during a long and difficult season? The answer: I'm not motivated. I'm disciplined. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline is what I'm going to do day in and day out. I do it so my kids can see me that I'm a guy who goes out there and works hard every day because he wants to be the best.
Who said it? 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 Is that Scheffler?
Scheffler only has one kid. So
Okay.
he says my kids. So that's plural. I originally thought, because I'm with you. I'm thinking Scotty Scheffler too. But Scotty's only got one kid. He doesn't have multiple kids.
Dominic Rogers Cromartie? He's got multiple kids.
He does have Antonio Cromartie has multiple kids. I see. This is where I would ask, like, what sport? It's baseball.
Oh, I know none of them.
Oh
dudes.
man, is it a pitcher or is it a batter?
Oh, a batter.
Who's been good in baseball lately?
Shohei.
And who has kids?
Aaron Judge.
I don't think Shohei has gambling debt. He doesn't have kids.
He's in debt because he has to pay for all those damn school supplies. School starts in like 2 weeks.
Didn't they say like his dude's not going to jail? Like he hadn't reported. Yeah, that's a. Shohei knew. He knew.
Give him a guess, Rosa.
All right, I'll say Acuna.
I'll rock with Acuna. Let's get it.
I'll say Acuna. Oh, Francisco Lindor.
This is good. I'm not motivated. I'm disciplined. Motivation comes and goes. I'm disciplined what I'm going to do day in and day out. I do it so it's like my kids can see me. That dad goes out there every day and just work as hard as he can because he wants to be the best.
Okay. All right, that was New York Mets. I don't know what position. Shortstop Francisco Lindor. What are the Mets? The Mets are, I think, first in the AL or NL East this year. They are, No, the Phillies are. The Phillies are currently have a half-game lead on the Mets. All right, what's our next one? On Who Said It? Question: have you talked with any higher-ups about your status? About what? Whether you'll be traded. I can't be traded. I got a no-trade clause. I'm a Minnesota Twin for the rest of my life, so that's the best feeling in the world. Who said it?
I can't name you a single twin.
Byron Buxton's the only twin I know.
Let's go. Byron Buxton.
It is Byron Buxton. Let's go. How the hell does he have a no-trade clause? I thought you would have like 10 years of service to get a no-trade clause. That dude ain't been around that long. Byron Buxton has a no-trade clause?
Let's go, Byron
What
Buxton.
in the world?
Good guess, John Rosa.
Shout out. He's the only one I know. After that, I was going to be guessing Johan Santana or Marty Cordova or Justin Morneau or, they had another one too. I can't remember it right now. Anyways, Kirby Puckett, rest in peace. Great Minnesota Twin. All right, let's go to the next one. Look, we're 1 for 2. We're okay. We're hitting 500 right now. We're shooting 50% from the field. It was a very powerful moment. As players, we didn't know that was going to happen. It was a genuine surprise. The T-shirt, the United Front, was determined this morning. Not to tattletale, 0 members of Team Clark were very present for that. Who said it? That's Kelsey Plum, isn't it?
Damn right it is.
That's Kelsey Plum.
Damn right it is.
That is Kelsey Plum.
It was a very powerful moment. We didn't, at least as players, we didn't know that was going to happen. So I think it was kind of like a genuine surprise. But the T-shirt, just United Front, was determined this morning that we had a meeting for. And, not to tattletale, but 0 members of Team Clark were very present for that.
Okay. She's clearly just goofing. Like, it's All-Star Weekend. People get hammered. I mean, you ever see, like, somebody... Yeah. So there was, like, a controversy out of that, saying she was, like...
So, talking about the T-shirts, the pay us what you owe us T-shirts.
Yeah, right. I know that's what she said.
I heard that, and I thought, okay, she's joking. She's pulling everybody's leg. She's doing the whole, hey, I didn't decide to do that. They did. We just put the shirts on. She was just trying to deflect having one of those funny moments.
I thought people took it as she was like calling out Caitlin Clarkson for just being drunk on the weekend.
Yeah.
Well, who cares? It's All-Star Weekend.
That's what some people.
Let me
took
tell
it.
you this:
Wait,
your favorite
Plum
players gotten
on?
drunk on NBA All-Star Weekend.
Wasn't Plum on Team Clark?
No, apparently she wasn't. Apparently she wasn't. But I will say, if there's just a screenshot of it, but what is that's Sabrina next to her, right?
Yeah.
Why is she so serious? Look at her. She's like so damn serious about it. She's just like got the stoic look to her. She is super serious about this. She looked
Rosa,
like
we would be serious about our money. Right, like we'll joke and play.
Well, no,
but
I
then
mean,
when the
she's
money
like-
comes through, like we're gonna be stone
But
faced.
Kelsey's like joking. She's very clearly laughing and joking, and Sabrina's like, yes. Is she just like that? That's cool. All right, we're 2 for 3. What's our next one? I'm not picking Charlotte just because there's no winning culture there. My career is over if I go there.
Who said it?
Picking Charlotte just because there's no winning culture there. My career is over if I go there. Ace Bailey.
Chris Paul.
There is
Bradley
somebody who
Beal?
said that. There is somebody who said that. I know this. I do. I know this. Oh, put it up there. I know who
Jordan?
this is. It's
Paul George.
That's right.
Notable winning
player, Paul George. Hey, man, Paul George has been to the East. Paul George is the best player on the team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals. He's got that. All right. We crap on Paul George, and there's good reason to crap on Paul George. But Paul George has actually done stuff in the NBA. Paul George does have accomplishments, all right? Like, people act like look, Paul George is not a superstar number one player anymore, and he probably never has been. But Paul George is a 9-time All-Star. He's been first-team All-NBA, 5-time third-team All-NBA, 2-time first-team All-Defense, 2-time second-team All-Defense. Paul George has real accomplishments in the NBA. He's just never won a title. But he has been the best player on a team that has gone to the Eastern Conference Finals. And a lot of players can't say that. So I do not like the notable winning player. That just feels like some sarcasm. That feels like some sarcasm. Playoff P. By the way, and when the Damian Lillard shot happened to him, go look at Paul George in that series. He was awesome. Paul George was awesome in that series. Paul George gets too much hate. All right, what's our next one? You work your whole life to celebrate winning a tournament for like a few minutes. It only lasts a few minutes. That kind of euphoric feeling. You win it, you celebrate, and then it's like, okay, what are we going to eat for dinner? Life goes on. That's Scotty Scheffler.
Funny, I think.
Yeah.
You know, I think I said something after the Byron this year about like, it feels like you work your whole life to celebrate winning a tournament for like a few minutes. It only lasts a few minutes, that kind of euphoric feeling. And I like to win the Byron Nelson Championship at home. I literally worked my entire life to become good at golf, to have an opportunity to win that tournament. And you win it, you celebrate, get to hug my family, my sister's there. It's such an amazing moment. And then it's like, okay, now what are we going to eat for dinner? You know, life goes on. This
care to be a superstar. He's not.
Yeah. Scotty Scheffler right there.
He with some perspective.
He does. He has very, very good perspective on things. But it's also like, I get, like, how does he stay motivated and focused for all of that when it does seem like those are your beliefs of, like, he's trying to find purpose in life and, like, what really is the point to everything.
Yeah.
That's how but to be able to stay that motivated while still feeling that way is,
I think it goes back to the
very
early,
difficult.
to the early. Is this the last one?
Is it motivation?
Because if
or
this is the
it
last
discipline?
one, boom, it will be booking. This should have been the last one because you got Lindor saying, "Hey, I'm not motivated, I'm disciplined," and Scotty's offering his perspective. And there's something about being disciplined. There's something about, as the Buddhists say, chopping wood, carry water, right? Like it's something about when you're being really, really successful. What do you do? How do you continue to be successful? You just do the same things that got you there. You do find your routine that works, and you stick with it, and you keep the discipline. Don't get too high, don't get too low. While you're out there, though, it's the most important thing in your consciousness while you're out there on the golf course. But like you said, when you leave, like your family doesn't really care if you won that tournament or not. They care about what the person you are, what type of father are you, what type of husband are you, what type of brother, what type of son that you are. It's not about, hey, you won a golf tournament, although it is impressive. Completing the Grand Slam would be pretty damn impressive. But what they care about is you as a person, and I think that's what he's trying to convey in that message.
I think one of the things with him, and I think you find this with a lot of these guys, not with a lot of them, but with some of them, that the biggest thing for him, I think it's the biggest thing for Jokic too, is that they are not on like social media and stuff like that, and they are not out there in the public. They don't go around in public where people can just, I don't know, stroke their egos all the time. Like, they don't allow themselves to be put in those spots. Like, and Scottie Scheffler's got a wife who keeps him grounded. And, like, Scottie Scheffler's a dude who's not on his phone. He's just not on his phone. And he doesn't look at all that crap. Like, he doesn't see it where people, inflate him and say how wonderful he is and everything. Like, Jokic is the same way in the NBA, and there are athletes like that they stay away from all that, and it helps them. And I think that's just something common with him and something. With him
in a sport like golf, where it is
very individual.
It's just you having that perspective going in there. Who's the one who's been struggling putting recently? Is it Rory? He doesn't.
Yeah, probably.
The pressure doesn't get to Scottie in the same sort of a way.
Yeah.
Because Scottie knows the sun is going to rise tomorrow. I'm going to eat breakfast. I'm going to watch my favorite TV shows. I'm going to do this with my wife. I'm going to do that with my kids.
I got to change diapers.
Life keeps going on. So we can step up to that putt with the tournament on the line, a much more freer sort of person mentally, which allows him to focus a bit more.
Yeah.
And that's why he
doesn't overthink it.
Why he's the best golfer apparently in the world.
In a sport where you can overthink things very easy, it probably keeps him from overthinking a lot of things. In a sport
where the pressure can weigh you down and force you into making mistakes that you wouldn't normally make, being this way certainly helps. This mentality absolutely helps.
Absolutely. All right, what's our last one? We're like, we've done pretty well. He doesn't care to be a superstar. He's not transcending the game like Tiger did. He's not bringing it to a non-golf audience necessarily. He doesn't want to go do a lot of the stuff that a lot of us go do. Corporately, anything like that. He just wants to get away from the game.
Who said it?
I mean, this had to be somebody on the broadcast. I don't even know who was on the
Rory?
broadcast. Jordan Spieth. Is it Jordan Spieth?
No, it was Rory.
No, that's Jordan Spieth.
No, that's Spieth. I'm getting the whites confused. I apologize.
He's not bringing it to non-golf audience necessarily. He doesn't want to go do, the stuff that, a lot of us go do corporately, anything like that. He just wants to get away from the game and separate the two.
Yeah, Jordan Spieth. They're talking about Scottie Scheffler.
Did we only miss one?
That's the stuff we just talked about. Like, he doesn't. Like, these guys do this when they get to these golf tournaments, is they've got to do a million different things for all these corporate sponsors. And Scottie's like, I don't want to do any of that stuff. And then guess what happens? He wins the tournaments, and when you win like this, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Like, okay, yeah, you get to do whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. You don't have to come to this corporate ping truck or tailor-made truck or whatever it is and sit here and talk to people and shake hands. Like, you ain't got to do any of that. You go do what you do because that's why you are the way you are, and you win doing it that way. Yeah, he doesn't. Scottie is very much lives his own life the way he wants to live it. He doesn't do all of that other stuff. So congratulations, Scottie Scheffler, his fourth major. He only needs the U.S. Open now. And we did. We missed. How many did we miss, Jacob?
We only missed one.
We missed Lindor.
That was it.
We missed Paul George. We did. We missed
Paul George.
But 4 for 6 is good.
That's not bad.
4 for 6 is really good. We crushed
Good stuff.
All right, we'll come back. We'll talk about the Tigers and the Big 12, and we'll do some NFL. We'll do some NFL training camp stuff. We'll get back. Odds Couple, John Roser, CJ Hurt, back after this.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes the knee off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel. It's time for our Pick Six, Mike. 6 classics that we're most looking forward to in the 2025 football season.
Las Vegas, obviously, that's the Grambling State University, Jackson State University clash. They're taking 2 iconic HBCU brands, going to an NFL stadium in Las Vegas.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Welcome back to The Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
All right, welcome back. Monday, July 21st, 2025 edition of The Odds Couple. Usually in the smaller studio. We're in the bigger studio now. John Roser, CJ Hurt, Lang Whitaker is out today. Rob Fisher is out today. Single on Roser. We've done Who Said It. We did some SEC stuff. We've done some Open Championship stuff. The news of the news that has come out recently here in the last hour or two, the University of Memphis apparently offered a $200 to $250 million deal to the Big 12 to enter the Big 12. Well, the Big 12 said no, CJ. There's tons of details we can go through.
They said no for now.
They said no for now.
And by for now, I mean today. This is a damn good deal for the Big 12.
Is it?
You're getting Memphis to come in. Memphis is going to bring in $150 million in sponsorship. So Memphis is basically going to pay somewhere between $150 million and $200 million in sponsorship to get into your conference.
So
you don't have to pay Memphis until your current deal ends, and it's 5 more years on that. So you don't got to pay Memphis for 5 years. And Memphis is saying, yo, if you don't like us, 2031, kick us the hell out.
Okay, so there's a couple things on this. There's a couple of things on this. Yeah, it's described as a no risk concept. So basically, the University of Memphis would not take any money. They're giving more money to them. So like a deal with PayPal gives an additional $1 million in revenue to each one of these schools. If you average out, if you
add Memphis, it goes up to $2 million per school.
So if let's say it was $200 million, $200 million, they have 16 schools. That's $12.5 million per school. Spread that out over 5 years. That's $2.5 million more per school per year. Dude, I'm telling you, $2.5 million is not a ton. It's got to be more than that. So when you say for now, that's how I look at this ultimately. And I thought about the third part of it too, which is, well, and if it doesn't work out, you can just kick us out of the conference. That wouldn't happen. Because by 2030, 31, the money that FedEx, AutoZone, Lowe's, those are the 3 specific corporate partners that are mentioned. The money that they would be putting into this, like FedEx or Auto, they would sponsor the Big 12 basketball tournament. They would sponsor the Big 12 football championship game. They would sponsor Big 12 media day, like whatever it would be. Like they would make sure their name is on something big enough at the Big 12 that it would be like, yeah, we're not getting rid of Memphis because they're doing too much. They're doing too much of us. So I don't think that would ever happen. But how I took this, and you say not right now, I take it the same way as when the Big 12 says not interested. They're not interested now because that number's not good enough. That number's got to be bigger. $500 million. $500 million. $500 million over the next 5 years. That's $100 million a year to the Big 12 schools, to all 16 schools. I think that might be able to get it done. You got to go above and beyond. And this number is not described as, this is Ross Dellinger's words. This number is not described as the most aggressive membership proposition in college athletics history. It is described as one of the most aggressive membership propositions in college athletics history. If you want to buy your way into the Big 12, and this is something the University of Memphis should have realized to begin with, and maybe they're just doing this is the negotiation tactic and it got public, although I don't know why you would want this public if you're them. You need to have the most aggressive membership proposition in the history of college athletics if you're going to buy your way into the Big 12. It can't be one of the most. It has to be the most. It doesn't need to be $200 or $250 million over 5 years. It needs to be $500 million to $1 billion over 5 years.
Where the hell is Memphis getting $500 million to $1 billion?
I don't know.
Okay.
But if they were going to do this 10 to 15 years ago, it would have been like, where the hell are they getting, the $50 million to do it? Well, now they got $200 million to do it. People got the money. People do have the money.
Listen, I think this is a good deal. I think that there are certain schools.
I don't think it's a bad deal either.
I think there are certain schools who are trying to get more. Also, they need the super majority, so they need 12 of the 16 to agree. So Memphis might be at. That's what I'm curious to know. How many does Memphis have in the yay column? Because they could be at 10 or 11. They just need one more. And then you can just pressure that last school into making something happen for you. Memphis president was, I guess, touring Big 12 schools.
Yeah.
Not touring, but going around the Big 12
You're
schools.
You're politicking.
Memphis' case. And so this seems to be the next step. The second that SMU decided, hey, we'll go to the ACC. You guys don't have to pay us for the first however many years, Oregon and Washington.
Yeah, right.
I think Texas and Oklahoma are doing this as well, where it is, hey, we are getting partial shares of the revenue. We're not getting the full revenue for X amount of years. The second those schools started doing that, Memphis should have been, again, Memphis is a little late on this, but as soon as that happened 3 years ago, maybe 4, Memphis should have immediately been thinking, okay, how can we buy our way into either the ACC or the Big 12? Now they're trying to do it, and the Big 12 seems to be saying, no, we'll stay packed, because not only will they end up having to, if they did this, they'd add Memphis. Well, then adding another school takes a bite out of how much individual schools make. You go from 16 to 17, and that takes you from, I don't know, roughly $40 million in revenue to 30 per member school. So that Memphis has got to show that, hey, not only can we give you guys $200 million on the front end, but when you add us permanently, we're not going to be a drain. We'll have money and revenue coming in for you. Also, our brand is valued at such a rate. Your next TV deal with us included will get you a bit more money. And I'm not sure if that is true or not, but Memphis has got to show that it is true. Find some way to show that, we are a TV commodity. You want us in this market.
Eventually, if this is the next wave, because SMU obviously bought their way into the ACC. If this is the next wave, how it goes, and these teams are just going to buy themselves into conferences, that is also not going to bode well for some of these smaller schools who are already been grandfathered into these big conferences. I have long thought that there's going to come a day, if these TV companies really run all of this, which it appears they do, like ESPN, whatever, like Fox, ESPN and Fox, like and CBS a little bit, because they got some Big Ten, NBC, they've got some stuff, but mainly it's ESPN and Fox. That if they really have says over who's in these conferences, that some of these smaller schools eventually, one day, I don't know.
When you say smaller school, you mean
I'm telling
the
you,
Indianas of the world?
I don't think Indiana, because they're a major state university.
Okay.
I'm talking like a Mississippi State.
Gotcha.
Like a school like that. What happens when you even like give me a Kansas State?
Gotcha.
In the Big 12. But if they were in a Power 5, I'm trying to think of another.
Northwestern?
Purdue.
Okay.
Purdue, Northwestern. There's another one, like what's to have them from getting just booted out of these conferences?
Gotcha.
Like, like if it's about television market, television dollars, like what do you need Purdue for? You got Indiana. What do you need that for? So I've long thought that. You mentioned Texas, Oklahoma. The SEC in the 23-24 fiscal year generated $808.4 million to its 16-member schools. Texas and Oklahoma took $27.5 million each.
Okay.
The other 14 schools got $52.5 million.
Right.
So, yeah, right. That's
the Big Ten is on pace soon. In the next, if they aren't already doing it, in the next couple of years, they'll be paying $100 million per school.
Oh, it's
and the SEC will be there not too long after.
The SEC and the Big Ten are eventually going to break away from all of this.
Yeah.
This is why I'm saying, like, the television companies, they're going to have a say. Like, why would a television company, if that eventually happens and you eventually have the Big Ten and the SEC as basically an AFC NFC kind of thing, and they're going to be like, that's going to be like Division I college football. That's all it's going to be. Is that, like, if you're gonna want the best of the best, why would these television companies why would they want Rutgers? Why would you want Mississippi State? Why would you want Rutgers? Like, why would you want that? Especially if Notre Dame's not in one of them. But Notre Dame will be in one of them by then. Like you would imagine. Notre Dame eventually will.
I hope Notre Dame's.
I know you hope Notre Dame burns in hell.
Keep fighting this individual fight. Keep fighting this.
Right.
What do we call them? The independent fight. And they get left behind where they deserve to be.
It was like nobody helps more from the NIL of when it was the Wild West and you were able to just spend whatever you want legally before they developed the salary cap, which teams will still do under the table stuff. We know they will, but like these last couple of years, like Notre Dame has benefited from that. So they have so much damn money that they can just spend whatever they want on players. NFL training camps are opening this week. Real quick, the teams who I had it pulled up. The teams who made the playoffs last year in the NFL. If you look at it, you had the Chiefs, the Texans, the Chargers, the Ravens, the Steelers, the Bills, the Broncos, the Lions, the Rams, the Vikings, the Bucks, the Commanders, the Eagles, and the Packers. Real quick, in the AFC, Chiefs, Texans, Chargers, Ravens, Steelers, Bills, Broncos. I'm going to tell you, they have, at least in the NFL, had 4 new playoff teams every year.
Okay.
Since like 1990, there's been like 4 new playoff teams every year at least. So let's say 2 in the AFC, 2 in the NFC, just to divide it up evenly. Which 2 AFC teams don't make the playoffs this year that made the playoffs last year?
And
the Broncos. A lot of people like the Broncos this year.
I'm just there.
No,
good for them.
Respect.
Broncos.
Have some balls and say the Chiefs aren't making the playoffs.
Give me the rest of the Texans are in.
The Chiefs, the Texans, the Chargers, the Ravens, the Steelers, the Bills.
Gosh. I mean, the easy pick is Broncos and Steelers.
Broncos and Steelers. The Steelers got Aaron Rodgers. I was like, who is their quarterback?
Broncos and Steelers.
Broncos and the Steelers.
Replace them with...
The Steelers got DK Metcalf.
The Bengals.
The Bengals.
The Bengals and the Dolphins, I guess.
The Dolphins?
Sure, why not?
The Dolphins are going to suck. I'm on that. I think the Dolphins are going to be terrible. I will say, of those teams, damn, it's tough. I will say the Steelers. Yeah, the Steelers. Rodgers is terrible now. Like, Rodgers can't move. The Steelers are going to be a debacle.
And then you got to pick one.
The Texans are going to win that division.
Yeah, so that's why you
the
can't
Titans
say
are bad. The Colts are bad. Who else is in that?
The Jaguars.
And the Jags. The Jags could be interesting.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're going to, like...
But interesting to win that
I feel like
division.
Trevor Lawrence is better than what he has shown the last couple of years.
Okay.
And their new head coach is the Duval.
That's enough for me right there. Jaguars going to win 4 games.
Duval. That's what he does. I will say the Steelers, and man, it's too easy to say the Broncos.
Well, then say somebody else.
Screw it. The Chiefs missed the playoffs.
Oh, come on.
The Chiefs missed the playoffs.
Come on.
The Chiefs missed the playoffs. Rashee Rice is a criminal. They still have not. Travis Kelce is going to be his last year. He's old. He's washed. The Kansas City Chiefs, their offense is not going to be what everybody thinks it is. Their offense has not been good the last 2 years.
Their defense has.
Their defense is good. But the offense still, I don't see the offense looking at it and thinking, hey, man, that offense has gotten way better. So I'm going to say the Chiefs missed the playoffs because I think the Chargers are going to be way better. Ladd McConkey, Watch out for Ladd McConkey this year. Ladd McConkey may lead the NFL in receptions. Ladd McConkey may lead the NFL in receptions this year. And I'm telling you, if you got PPR league, Ladd McConkey could very well lead the NFL. That's new Cooper Kupp. Ladd McConkey. Watch out for him for the Chargers. I think the Ravens are winning the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I think the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl. The Bills are going to be awesome. The Bills could win the Super Bowl too. But the Bills and the Ravens are better than Kansas City. The Texans are going to be interesting to see.
You're saying you think the Bills and the Ravens are better than Kansas City this
I
year?
think the Ravens are winning the Super Bowl, so I think the Ravens are the best team in the NFL.
All right.
But, yeah, I think the Bills are also they just can't beat Kansas City in the playoffs for whatever reason. They're like my team. Can't beat the Chiefs. Can beat anybody else, can't beat the freaking Chiefs.
All right, run me through the NFC.
In the NFC, the Lions, the Rams, the Vikings, the Bucks, the Commanders, the Eagles, the Packers. Which two won't make the playoffs?
Lions and the Vikings. The two NFC Central teams. Or NFC North teams, excuse me.
I actually agree with you. Yeah. I actually agree with you. The Lions lost both of their coordinators.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting to see. Dan Campbell is a culture guy. I will say for the Lions, they had so many injuries last year. That's what happened to them in the playoffs. They just ran out of gas. They had so many injuries. I will say for the NFC, I'm not going to talk about my team, but I will say some other teams I would say look out for. Bears with Ben Johnson, but I don't know if I believe in Caleb, but the defense should be better. Dennis Allen's their defensive coordinator. He's a real defensive coordinator. I'm interested in the Falcons and Lang's Falcons. I think Big Penix might be really good as a rookie or as a second year guy because he got a little bit of time last season. I think Big Penix may shine for the Falcons.
Who was the
this
NFC
year.
South team that made it?
The Bucks.
Okay.
The Bucks is Godwin will be back. I thought his career was done.
Yeah.
But Godwin will be back. Their offense is awesome, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's offense is going to be really good. The Eagles should still be good, but you could have Super Bowl hangover stuff there. And Saquon Barkley's due to get hurt. You know what? Screw that. I will say the Eagles missed the playoffs and the Lions missed the playoffs.
Oh, wow.
Dallas is in, San Francisco's
Dallas
in.
is in.
Dallas is in and San
Dallas
Francisco's
is
in.
in.
Yeah, Dallas is in and San Francisco's
Dallas is in.
Dallas is in and San Francisco's in. I am so jacked for the NFL. Woo! I am so ready to go. All right, CJ, thank you.
Thank you.
Man, we probably would have started out the show with NFL. I would have just done the whole hour without breaks. Thank you for filling in. Well, wait, you were here anyway. Anyways. Lane couldn't be here. Fish couldn't be. I'm so discombobulated now. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. For those of you who did, CJ Jessica Benson show tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I'll be in the Chris Vernon show at noon. In between that, Bennett and Gary Parrish will have the Gary Parrish show. Appreciate everybody watching. Peace.